Hi everyone, my name is Tobias, and today I'm going to walk you through MENAGERIE, a new module by Techno. So in a nutshell, MENAGERIE is a light sensing voltage generator, but there's quite a bit more to it than meets the eye. So I want to go through it just a little bit and hopefully clarify exactly what it can do, as well as maybe show a couple patch ideas. So why don't we start with looking at each of the sides. There's kind of two independent circuits here. So on the left side, you have a dimmer control, which is this LUMEN knob, and that is going to dim this LED panel that's behind this LED shield. So you can kind of see it goes pretty dang bright when you turn it all the way up. So that's kind of why the shield is there. It just helps you if you don't want to blast yourself in the face with a bunch of bright light. You can kind of subdue that a little bit. And there are different kinds of, we ship the module with a white cross and a black one. And the black one will actually kind of limit even more light if that's what you want. So if there's nothing jacked into the interjack, then this is just going to act as your dimming control for the light. But if we were to jack in this case, like a clock source, now it becomes the dimming control or the attenuation for the incoming control voltage. So if we want this clock signal to become kind of a strobe light, we can turn that full blast and make it happen. So that's the left side basically in a nutshell. Now the right side is where we get a lot of our voltage output or our voltage generation. So inside this little chamber here where the LED panel is, there is a light sensor. And this knob here is the sense knob. The sense knob is giving an attenuation for the output signal that's coming from that sensor. So it goes from a range of 0 to 5 volts, and that voltage comes out the exit jack here. So if I go all the way up, and let's pretend that that light was full brightness, we're going to get 5 volts out of this exit jack. So we can do that obviously with the built-in LED panel, but we can also do that with something else, like let's say a flashlight. I'm going to take this patch here, and I'm going to turn this up, but we're not going to use the light quite yet. Let me turn on my volume. Just kind of have some fun R2-D2-esque sounds here. Now if I use this flashlight, and especially if I'm pointing it down, I'm going to influence and I can change the range and the intensity here. So if I go here, it's probably closer to about 2.5 volts. Make it a little more subtle. I can turn my oscillator up a little bit. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Probably one of my favorite ways to use MENAGERIE is in some sort of feedback chain. So if you create a signal path where there's going to be a voltage output and a voltage input somewhere in the patch, you can send that signal through MENAGERIE and you can attenuate that feedback as well as you can control parts of it manually with a flashlight or something like that. So right now I have this kind of basic, it's just a simple pulse LFO type situation going on over here. But I'm taking the square wave out and I'm going to put that into my dimming control. And you'll see that now my patch becomes alive because as this voltage is going to come back into the light, that light is going to go and interact with my patch. And I can change that range with my LUMEN and my sense knobs to kind of just make it the way that I feel like it needs. I might just turn that LUMEN down a little bit and then interrupt my chain with some external light. So that's Menagerie. Menagerie is a really fun module to interact with. I hope that you can kind of see some different patch examples that make you inspired to use it. It'll be available here pretty soon on our website at synthculture.com, so keep your eyes peeled.